Hello students, welcome back to Madhvi's Java programming tutorials. In this video, I'll be teaching the concept of nested loops. Let's see the contents: introduction, usage of nested loops, flow of control, syntax of the nested loops, dry run of a simple nested loop, and programs using nested loops. A loop inside the body of another loop is known as a nested loop. In this context, the very first loop is known as the outer loop, and the loop inside the body of the outer loop are known as inner loops. Whenever a programmer needs to deal with more than one dimension in their programs, that is row and columns, nested loops are used. We can use any tool of iteration for, while, or do while. Some of the very important applications are printing complex series, pattern programs, sorting single dimensional arrays, and accessing multi-dimensional arrays, etc. Usage, let's see a situation where a day has 24 hours, each hour has 60 minutes, and each minute has 60 seconds. This kind of scenario requires nested loops. Another example is every year has 12 months, each month has 4 weeks, and each week has 7 days. 12 months outer loop, 4 weeks inner loop, 7 days innermost loop. Flow, although there is a big diagram, let's understand. Normally, if you have a simple iteration, that is a one loop in a program, initialization happens first, then condition is checked. If it is true, body of the loop is executed, and then update the condition. Again, check the condition only. Don't go for initialization. Condition, if true, body, update, and so on and so forth, it happens. Once condition is false, it comes out. Here also the similar thing, but you need to understand the inner loop part. If you understand this, you can write any program using nested loops. Let's start. Start the outer loop. Initialize all the variables required for outer loop. And then check the condition of outer loop. If it is true, the entire process will happen. Okay, let's say first time it is true. This part we are trying to understand. Please concentrate. If outer loop condition is true, start the inner loop. Means what? Initialize all the inner loop condition variables and any other variable required for inner loop. Check the condition of inner loop. If it is true, execute the body, update the inner loop, and then check the condition. If it is true, execute. If it is false, come out and stop the inner loop, but update the outer loop control variable. Again, condition is checked. If true, the entire process. False, stops. But what is here? Initialization of inner loop and checking condition, everything is a part of body of outer loop. So, initialization of inner loop happens for each iteration of outer for loop. For outer loop, only initialization once. But for inner loop, every time the outer loop gets executed, it starts initialization condition and everything happens. Now, syntax. Syntax of for loop, syntax of while loop. For loop, very easy, initialization, condition, updation, everything is written in one place. So one outer loop and one inner loop, very easy. Here in while loop, outer loop initialization, outer loop condition, update the outer loop control variable, end of outer loop. Inside this, see, initialization happens every time when you go into the outer loops, condition is increased, that loop control variable is increased. Now inner loop initialization, while inner loop condition, body, update the inner loop, end of inner while. This is the syntax. Dry run, see, here is the dry run and here is the program. There are two loops. Outer loop is supposed to work 3 times. Inner loop is supposed to work 2 times. Every time the inner loop is printing whatever is there in J. But this system.out.println will be executed 3 multiplied by 2 6 times. 6 times, and let's see the dry run. I is equal to 1, I 2, I 3, 4 false. I first time true, second time true, third time true, fourth time false. But each iteration of ith loop, J is initialized, reinitialized. First time J is 1 less than equal to true. True. Print. I J plus plus. J becomes 2. Is J less than equal to 2? True. Print 2. J plus plus. Is J less than equal to 2? No. So comes out of the inner loop but updates the outer loop. Outer loop condition, the variable became 2. Is 2 less than equal to 3? Yes. Again reinitialized, the same thing happened here. And so on and so forth. This 3 multiplied by 2, 6 times J is, whatever is there in J is printed. Similarly, using while loop, the dry run for while loop and for loop are same. But let's see this. This is outer loop initialization, while I less than equal to 3, inner loop, I plus plus, that is outer loop updation. Then inside the inner loop, J is 1, J less than equal to 2, system.out.println J plus plus updation. This is the syntax of while. We'll see the programs with nested loops in BlueJava. Total 3 programs I have written. I'll explain. One is demo nested for loops. Second one, reading a range from user and display all the multiplication tables in the range. This is the main program which we will discuss. See, I have written 3 programs here. Demo nested 1, demo nested 2, tables. Nested 1, what is there? Let's see. There are 2 loops, nested loops. For R is equal to 1, row 4. 4 times it is supposed to work. Column 1 to 2, 2 times. System.out.println xxxx. 4 multiplied by 2, 8 times the statement is printed. Now this statement, it is outside or before the loops, so only one time it is executed. This for loop 4 times, this for loop 2 times for each iteration of the outer loop. And this statement, end of the program, out of all the loops, so only displayed one time. Let's execute and see. Okay. See. Demo nested for loops, 1 line, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 let's change the program a bit. To count how many are there, instead of we people count, int count equals to 1, and here we print count is a variable, so, and also I want to give a dot full stop kind of thing here, then count plus plus, control K. Let's execute again. 4 2s are 8, it should display. See, 8. This is demo, first demo. Second demo, open editor. Here, this is the statement which gets executed only once. For loop, ith loop, 3 times it is supposed to work. Outer loop. In the outer loop, there is one statement. This also gets executed 3 times. Inner loop started 2 times. 3 2s are 6 times. This particular statement. This statement 3 times. I is I. J is J. J is 1 2. J is 1 2. J is 1 2. Every time it gets executed, the inner loop. Here I 1 2 3. And then system.out.println, this is in the outer for loop. So 3 times it gets executed and gives a blank line. And then end of the program. This is the last line. So now only one time it gets executed. Now look at this. This is one time. Ith loop 3 times. 3 outputs. 1 2 3. System.out.println, extra println statement 3 times, 3 blanks. Every time we go into the inner loop, it works 2 times, 1 2 1 2 1 2, and end of the program. Now this is about tables program, which we have written already. Just for recalling, enter a table number 4, fourth table. 10 terms, table of 4 is displayed. You know the program, but we want to change this in such a way it displays a range of tables. Range of tables. Let's open editor and modify. Read a range from user and display multiplication tables in that particular range. So enter a table number. Instead of this, enter a range. Here, table number, instead of accepting and printing for loop 10 times table number into I equals to table number into I. 10 times this particular statement gets executed. Let's suppose I have given 5. 5 into 1, this is 10 times it is executing. 5 into 1 is equal to 5 ones are 5. 5 into 2 equals to 5 twos are 10, and so on and so forth. You know this program. So int b is equal to sc dot next int. So I have accepted a range a and b. Now I start a for loop for int table number is equal to a, table number less than equal to b. If somebody gives over here 1 and 10, b, not 10. Somebody gives 10 in b, it works from 1 to 10. And table number plus plus. This one loop I have created, outer loop I have created. Just one statement. And close this, control K. See what happens here. First time table number is 1. For first table, 10 times this loop works. Table number is 1, so 1 into 1 is equal to 1. 1 2s are 2, 1, 3s are 3, and so on and so forth. 10 times. Now table number plus plus. Table number become 2. 2's table, 10 terms gets displayed. Table number 3, 10 terms. Table number 4, 10 terms. So just by adding one more statement, that to outer for loop, we get how many lines of output? These are 10. 10 into 10 is 100 lines of output. If it is more number of lines. Let's see. Execute. Enter a range. I said 1 to 10. See, all the tables are displayed just by adding one line. 1's table, 2's table, 3's table, and so on and so forth. So this is the power of nested loops. Chapter 9 of Basics in Computer Applications book has so many other examples for further understanding. The next video is about labeled and unlabeled break and continue statements in Java. Thank you.